Hey there, friends! Are you ready for the really big question for today? Our question today is, what spoke to Eve from the Garden of Eden? Was it a bear, a dragon, a snake, or a cat? I think I know this one, but let's see what we can learn from God's Word. Let's dive in.
Come, let's sing Jesus, 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 let's sing an everyday children's way.
Hey there, friends! It's Thursday, which means that we're one day away from the big day. I can't say it. Can't say it till tomorrow, which is off in the distance. But I hope you're having a wonderful day today and hope you've had a wonderful week all week long. If you went to Bible class last night, I hope you learned more of God's Word, and I hope you're ready to learn more about some of the incredible animals that God has made for us to learn about. Now, we've talked about ants, and yesterday we talked about how deer wear pants. Well, we didn't talk about that, but we talked about how a deer longs for water. And today we're going to talk about a lion, Snakey Satan. Did you know in the book of Genesis, in chapter 3, we find the story of Adam and Eve, who was the first man and woman that God made, and placed them in a place that's called the Garden of Eden. It was the perfect place you could ever think of. And you might be thinking, was it full of cotton candy? Or was it full of Twizzlers? Or was it full of some kind of non-copyright candy that we won't be taken off the air for? It might have been, but I think it was full of trees and full of plants and flowers and all kinds of wonderful things. But in the garden, God told Adam and Eve, there's a tree that you cannot eat of, so stay away from it. But there was an old snake, and his name was Satan. And this snake started talking to Eve, and we'll probably run away from that if we ever saw a snake talking to us, because snakes don't talk nowadays. But God says, Satan was a snake, and he began talking to Eve, and Eve believed Satan and took of the fruit that Satan said, if you eat of this fruit, you'll be just like God. You don't need to worry about it. But then bad things happen because Eve and Adam did exactly what God said not to do. You know, in the New Testament, it talks about another animal that Satan sometimes looks like, and it would say that we need to beware of Satan, who is a roaring lion running around everywhere. Now, if you see a lion running loose, that's probably not Satan. You might want to get inside. But when it says that Satan is a roaring lion, when we think of a lion, they're very big, very ferocious, but even as a snake, very sneaky, very quiet, and just waiting for the right time to pounce. Well, where Satan is trying to make sure that you mess up, and he's trying to get you when you do some bad things, God also says that if you look to him and turn to him and even ask for forgiveness when you do some bad things, God will be very happy with you and even forgive you of those bad things. Satan doesn't even want you to think about those, because instead of believing the truth, Satan wants you to believe a lion, Snakey Satan. And friends, we can't do that. God doesn't lie, nor is God sneaky. He'll tell you the truth no matter what. Now, friends, that's all the time we have today. Watch out for Satan wherever you go, and make sure you keep God close with you. Now, let's go sing a song with our friend Paul. Let's go.
Sing Christian songs with Paul.
Thanks, E.T. Hey, kids, would you like to sing another Christian song? How about... He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world In his hands he's got the whole world. In his hands he's got the whole world. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby. In his hands he's got the itty bitty baby. In his hands, the itty bitty baby. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother. In his hands he's got you and me, brother. In his hands he's got you and me, brother. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, sister. In his hands he's got you and me, sister. In his hands he's got you and me, sister. In his hands he's got the whole world in his hands. Great job, kids. We'll see you next time.
Hey friends, it's a musical day today, so I thought it'd be a great idea if we sing our memory word together. Now I'll sing the song twice, but I want you to listen the first time and see if you can sing along with me the second time. Now since our verse is really big, our song's going to go a little fast. So our memory word comes from Job chapter 35, verse 10 and 11. So you ready to use your listening ears for the first time? 3, 2, 1, listen carefully. Where is God my Maker, who gives songs in the night, who teaches us more than the beasts of the earth, and makes us wiser than the birds of heaven? Now friends, let's see if you can sing it with me. The second time through, you might have to listen to it a couple times, but I'm sure you'll get it over time. Are you ready to sing with me? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Where is God my Maker, who gives songs in the night, who teaches us more than the beasts of the earth, and makes us wiser than the birds of heaven? Now friends, if singing is the best way for you to learn God's Word, keep singing this song until you've got God's Word in your heart and you can sing and make melody to God every single day, and you'll be sharing God's Word too. Now friends, let's go answer our really big question for today. Let's go. Are you ready for the answer for today's really big question? Our question today is, what spoke to Eve from the Garden of Eden? Was it a bear, a dragon, a snake, or a cat? Let's get rid of these two. If you guessed a snake, you're absolutely right. Great job listening, friends, and watch out for that snake. I'll see you next time.
Come, let's sing Jesus, 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 let's sing an everyday children's way.